Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about what is the web services in a Java. So let's see what is the web services. Basically, web services it is a communication protocol between the client and server. There is a one method. It is a sending the message between the client to server. That is called as a web services. There are the different types of web services. First is a SOAP, and second is a RESTful web services. So let's see the advantages of web services. Uh, the first advantage is it is the allowed to communication between the server to client, and it is the also interoperability between the client to server. That is the first advantage. Then second is the it is the performs the different properties. It is a performs the different properties of applications. Then third is it is the we can use the reuse methods in in web services. Then fourth around it also allows to it is also allows to make a loosely coupled. That are the advantages of a web services. So let's see what are the different types of web services. There are the two different types of web services. First is the SOAP. SOAP means simple object access protocol, and then second is a REST. REST means a representational API. So let's see one by one in detail. First is a SOAP. So basically, it is used in a XML file. It is used with XML configuration file, and SOAP is a first protocol. It is the developed in it is the invented in 1998, and this is the first protocol. SOAP protocol works with only XML file. It does not work with the XML and JSON format file. That is called as the SOAP. And SOAP it has the multiple it is access to multiple protocols, and it is used to XML configuration files. That are the between the that is the SOAP services. Then second is the REST. REST is mostly used in web services. REST is basically used with the JSON format and the XML configuration file. In an XML configuration file, there are the store the our dependencies stored in the XML file. And if you want to add if you want to add some dependency in your XML file, also you can add in a XML file. Then RESTful API, it is a very it is the very lightweight, and it is secure, and it is fast RESTful API. That's why we use a RESTful API in our web services. And in RESTful API, there are the different types of annotations like REST controller and path. It is basically we can access the variables or values from the path. And second is the path param. It is used for the get the values and from the URL. Then there are the controller. Controller it is basically used with the Spring MVC architecture. Then REST controller it's used with the RESTful web services. Then request mapping it is used to map with the database to URL. And in with the request mapping, we can also send the parameters by the through the URL. Then request body we use the controller. There is a difference between the request body and the request mapping. Request body, there is need to write a request body uh, in a Spring MVC, and in a Spring Boot there is no any need to write request body. That's the difference between the uh, Spring MVC and Spring Boot. There are this lot of annotations we use in the RESTful web services. That's all about the web services. Thank you.